You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway, taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Wilson gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you get...
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DJ Moore. 49 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Justin Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. first carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down, Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments prevent.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your foot.
Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Herbert being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Pollard. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Slot man moves right. Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And some room to work. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, this is Madison. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run for it with Pierce. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Once more, it's Pierce. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. And this time he is in. Yes. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission. And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty. Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Herbert as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
36 power. Easy. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
sometimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Give to Pierce. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They go again with Pierce. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On second down, here's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Alexander Madison from 8 yards out, and the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 17 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And they're going to get this up to midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Madison running on first down. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Herbert's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Herbert now sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
50 cents. Mike, 50 cents.
They snap it to Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On first down, Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He'll buy some time right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Now Herbert. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. but you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now it's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And some room to roam now. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.